Using the water sources map provided by the Park Service, we investigated a location marked as a seep along the border of the elk reserve. Having no official name, Matthew and I named this seep the 90% seep. And you'll see why.
I don't know, so this spot here is something I came across recently just walking the fence line. This, where we are staying right now, is out of the Tule elk reserve. The Tule elk don't have access to this unless they manage to escape, which is not easy. And you could see about 9/10 of this seep is out of the reserve, and then you got like one little 1/10 of it, you know, surrounded by heavy brush in there. And if you go over there, it kind of trails off fast into the landscape going downhill.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah. We would have to, we could see if we could get a vantage point up here.
But even if all of this was in the elk reserve, the fact that this is being promoted as a wonderful and adequate water source is upsetting. You know, it's just the effort to not help.
The effort to make excuses is pretty incredible. I think I've heard more excuses recently than any proposal on a solution. And that gets you pretty frustrated because these aren't ranchers that you're talking about. These are biologists. It's my understanding these people care about the wildlife out here, but I'm not seeing that. So this is what would be hard to see, but you could see the difference, right? So this, on the Park Service's map, they label this as a seep for the Tule elk. It's absolutely insane. The fence is right here. It's pretty incredible. And I showed this footage, or the photos I took, I showed it to Jim Coda the day I saw this map out, and I'm looking around at that map. I'm like, well, that doesn't seem accurate. That doesn't seem accurate. And then I look and I'm like, wait, I was just there. They have that as being in the Tule elk reserve. That's a joke. This is the fence for the Tule elk reserve. Everything north is the Tule elk reserve. Everything south is not the Tule elk reserve. I think any biologist in the world could come out here and see that this seep is not in the Tule elk reserve.
I'm gonna go try and look, unless you think I'm gonna get stuck like
you're going to get stuck.
I will not be able to get out.
But we'll be here to see it.
Kind of like the elk you found dead trying to
Yeah.
get the water.
You could probably find your way by clawing along that fence. But yeah, you won't get stuck like an elk
Let's see how it goes.
and die.
I weigh less than an elk, but I'm also a lot physically more pathetic than an elk.
Watch that poison oak.
I'm somewhat immune.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Fucking stinks.
Oh, Guy, I hope there's not a dead elk out here.
It just smells like stagnant water. You know?
Okay.
It's not
Because I won't be surprised. I tell you, nowadays, nothing surprises me anymore with all the dead elk I'm finding.
But you know, that smell, you know, it doesn't make you think it's something an animal wants to drink out of. I'm seeing some tracks. There's definitely some very deep tracks. And honestly, it looks dry right at the fence line.
That's incredible.
This doesn't exactly look easy to get to for any animal.
Not on the other side either, huh? Yeah, it's not the most easily accessible sip of water to get.
God, did an elk actually manage to come through the bottom here? Bet he mangled himself on this barbed wire.
Hey, I got something for you. Check out this. This is an older carcass here.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to get close to you to film that. Look at that fresh drinking water on my foot. So what'd you find while you were waiting for me?
Oh, I just have to look down and see these old remains here, and I can only imagine maybe an elk. God, some of this actually, look at that. That still has, like, oh, it's getting worn down in this. Look at this bone is stuck in here. Oh, that's, oh my God, I wonder how old, how old this is in here. Something died in here and then it's like growing over. I don't see